It's hard, bro. And, you know, it's hard for the team, too, because nobody's getting paid for any of this shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's a passion project, so.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm wondering if I should put the sound effects in this shit, dog.
Hell yeah, you should.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
You know what you remind me of? You remind me of the homie I used to go to house parties with and shit.
Oh, sick.
You used to go to house parties?
Like all the time. Hell yeah.
Remember that shit?
Man, we used to design them. We used to fucking crash them.
Hey, that's what I was.
What up? This is Jeff with Echosworld. You're tapped in here with Direct Shooters.
You are now tuned in to Direct Shooters, the newest podcast out. Hey, yo, shoot that shit.
What's up, man? Welcome back to another episode of Direct Shooters. We bring together entrepreneurs, directors, artists, and more, hear their experiences and how they keep creating to grow their business. Yo, if you get any value out of this episode today, man, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and, you know, share that thing up. So today, man, we got a big one in the house tonight. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing in a very big way. He's a producer, a DP. He's a military vet. Let's give it up for Echosworld.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
That was a sick ass interview. Intro.
You know what I mean? I had to get better, bro. It took me some time, but we got it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming out, man. I know you got a busy ass schedule and shit like that.
It's been crazy busy for the last couple of months, so I appreciate you staying connected with me.
No, for sure. Yeah, because we've been trying to do this for the last month.
Hell yeah.
And you showed me your schedule, and I was just like, damn, this fool busy.
People don't believe it, man.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta show it.
I just send them my calendar.
Yeah, exactly.
This is my calendar.
All the dots right there. He's homeboy's book, bro. We had to slide this one in real quick, so I'm honored for you being here, bro. You know what I mean? I appreciate everything. So, first of all, Echosworld, how do you even get that name, bro?
I mean, it goes back to like high school days. I used to be a tagger. I used to write Echo. You know, my homegirl gave me the name, and that's a whole story in itself.
Yeah,
and then
I
just I got into graphic design, and at the time I was trying to make a website. You know, I used to do flyers for party crews and shit.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted a website, so I just called it Echosworld.
Oh, okay.
I was, influenced by Universal Studios, so I didn't want to call it, Echo Universe or something like that. So the globe it reminded me. My first logo was actually the world, and it had Echosworld on it. So
that's fire.
And I just kept it.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of like the freaking Scarface when the homie's holding the world.
Yeah,
type
for
thing.
sure. Yeah, the world is yours.
The world is yours. That's fire, bro. So let them know what you do and where you from and what you do.
Man, born and raised, I'm a Valley boy from L.A. I know people don't consider the Valley L.A., but we're L.A.
Wait, which valley, bro? Because we got SGV
not San Gabriel,
and we got
There's
a couple valleys.
The valley, San Fernando Valley.
Okay.
And I run Echosworld as a production company. I've been doing that for the past almost 13, 14 years now.
Nice.
In production. But I've had my company since 2001.
Dang.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Been putting in some work.
It's evolved, from when I first started doing this, like the type of work that we've done.
God damn.
Yeah, always entertainment, though.
No, okay. So you always been into entertainment, just video production or like photography and stuff too?
No, so I started as a graphic designer, like I mentioned, as a graphic designer, and then from there I picked up photography because it was a necessity. I got threatened to get fired if I didn't pick up a camera at the time.
Oh shit.
And then just things to be. I always got the attracted to the camera, or people always encouraged me to use the camera.
Yeah.
And I just fell in it. So I'm self-taught. I started looking at different, not necessarily like researching, but it just happens. You find inspirations throughout, specifically with like MySpace, which used to be popular back then.
Yep.
And then now, there's so much inspiration out there that you can just find people that that inspire you. So
for sure,
same thing with me, just older.
Just older. Because back in the day, like in 01 type shit, you either had to have a mentor, or you had to have like MySpace and stuff like that. Because YouTube obviously wasn't.
And magazines too. So that's where I used to find photographers like Smooth Magazine, Vibes. Like I used to read all that shit.
Yep.
And that's how I got into Lowrider Magazine and Street Low, and I started seeing who is who, and I would email them, contact them. Hey, I want to shoot for your stuff.
Yeah.
So I slowly but surely started working my way.
Oh, sick.
Gaining experience through just tapping in with people.
That's true. Shoot. Yeah. And you shot for Lowrider or any of them?
No, I never shot for Lowrider. I shot more for Street Low. I didn't do it too long just because it just wasn't. It was just like a learning thing that I was.
Got you. You weren't like truly passionate about it.
I wouldn't say that I was passionate. I'm passionate about photography in general.
Oh, okay.
I always like to put my twist in whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I think it was more about just like, all right, I did that. Let me move on to the next. Mm-hmm. So,
Man, that's a long ass time though. 2001, bro. I think I
Yeah.
graduated in '02.
damn.
Yeah, shit, my shit old school too.
Yeah.
So you've been in this game for a minute.
I've been in a minute, yeah. And then I had a break because I joined the military after
Yeah.
9/11. I joined in 2004,
Okay.
and I got out in 2008.
Okay.
So,
Dang, how was that experience?
I mean, it's an experience in itself, everything that shapes us. And
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
character builders, yeah.
Got you. So when you were in there, were you still thinking about like production or photography, or did anything
Yes,
to kind of move in this direction?
It's in some sort of way. I was writing a lot. Like
Okay.
I used to just like write stories and just to keep my mind busy. At the time, I was trying to learn code because I wanted to do websites. Just something that fed the graphic design
Okay, yeah.
itch in me. So I started learning code, and then like on my off time, I would like try to figure out. My dad gave me this crazy brick laptop that I got to take.
Yeah.
So on any
Little
downtime
HP?
that I had, actually it was an HP. Yeah,
I used
the
to have
big gray ones with
big
the
ass
little
gray one with
with
the
the
out-
eraser
Yeah, yeah.
mouse. That exactly.
I
So,
had that same shit. Used to download on LimeWire.
Yeah. So I had a buddy, Enix. Shout out to Enix online.
Okay.
I met him on MySpace, and then he would kind of teach me over chat like how to do certain codes and stuff like
sick.
that.
There you go.
So I taught myself how to do websites and stuff like that. So
Sick.
while I was still out there, which
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been doing that, but it kept me sane.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it kept me like
So
goal orientated. Like
for
when
sure.
I get out, this is what I want to do.
Get into some other shit.
Yeah.
Because what were you doing in the military?
I was a grunt. I was a door kicker. Yeah.
So you were just out there, yeah.
Yeah, it was completely different than what I wanted to, like
Marines, right?
No, I was in the Army.
Are you in the Army?
I was with the 101st.
Oh, okay.
The first to 506. Banner Brothers. I don't know if you've seen Banner
That's
Brothers.
right. Shout out
That's
to
my
Banner
unit.
Brothers.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, and like I had a different trajectory of what like I was planning on doing when I got out.
Mm-hmm.
Things didn't really work out the way I was, so I just continued with entertainment. Entertainment was more like, this is fun. I like doing this.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
this is what's keeping me sane.
Yeah.
But I had a career that I was working my way towards. That when I got out, I just realized like this is not what I want to do. I want to do this better.
Nice.
So
Because it fulfilled that passion, that drive in you,
for
huh?
sure, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So what more? So that's kind of what inspired you to do your production? Just having a drive for that?
Yeah, for
Or
sure.
the feeling of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, doing something different besides, like
sitting
being in the military is dope. It taught
Yeah.
me a lot of good. It taught me a lot of lessons, a
Yeah.
lot of valuable lessons, not only in life but in business. But I just didn't. And I'll tell you, I wanted to become a cop. I wanted to be a detective.
Okay.
I went to school for that. Prior to that, like I that was my plan.
Yeah.
War will do things to you, and combat will do things to you, and when you come out, you just having a kid,
Yep.
does things to you. So when I got out, I wanted to become a cop. It just wasn't really gelling as like, do I really want to?
Yeah.
Like, is that what? Like, where do I see myself 5, 10, 20 years from now? Mm-hmm. And I didn't really see myself as like, am I really going to become a cop or be a cop 20 years from now? I don't think so.
That's what I'm gonna do in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's funny because I wanted to be a detective, like growing up and shit.
Yeah.
Then I heard you had to be a cop to be a detective.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I don't want to be no cop.
and
like
then
I
you
don't
gotta-
want to be a street cop.
Yeah,
know what I
you
mean?
have to.
I
Yeah.
know.
And it's like sheriffs.
It's the
To
process.
become a sheriff, you have to go work at the jails first. So it's a system that they
No, exactly.
just train you for. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do all that.
Yeah.
Did you go to school or anything for what you do?
I went to school. I don't really count it because
Dropped out.
No, I didn't drop out.
Okay.
It was just which I'd rather not even mention the name of the school because they were just a terrible school.
Oh, it's fucked up.
Yeah, and it sucks. And the thing is, like, and I'll give you some context. Between all of me, like, graduating high school, going to college, planning to go to the military, I had a side job with my godfather.
Okay.
My godfather was a big prop master and an armorer. He worked on movies like Heat and all sorts of crazy shit.
Oh, sick.
And he mentored me since I was 13. He would just like, come on, I got a movie, you're going to come help me.
Sick.
Fucking loading rounds or organizing props or wherever it is. So
Oh,
I
that's
always
hard.
lived on set when I was young.
Nice.
So that always like
Stuck with you.
stuck with me. And then, but I didn't take it serious. I was just like, it's work. You know, this is cool.
Yeah.
I got a chance to work on Saw. You know, I don't know if you've seen
Sick.
Saw.
Oh yeah.
General's Daughter. Like I got the Scary Movie
At a young age like that.
at a young age. Yeah,
Fuck,
yeah.
that's dope, bro.
So I got a lot of opportunities because of that, which is funny because when I joined the military, he was so upset at me. He's like, "You did what? Like you just joined the union and now you're gonna leave?"
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
So when you say the union, the production union, or
yeah, and it was art department. So
sick.
props and weapons all fall under art department.
hard. That's dope.
Yeah. So when I got out, I was like, this is not really what I want to do. So I pursued. I went after more of the photography, the more creative realm.
Got you. Yeah, that's hard as hell, bro.
Yeah.
Do you bring your kids around production?
I bring them all the time. Yeah.
Yeah?
I try to mentor them. Like my daughter does sound. You know, she loves sound.
Sick.
My son is like dabbling in it. He loves like the camera and stuff like that. So I feed them whatever they're interested in. So
Nice. I like
it's
that.
great to have creative kids.
No, that's good. And how old are they?
My daughter just turned 18 and my son's about to be 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm kind of in that stage too, because I got twins and they're 11. So I'm like, man, I want to start bringing them around production and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they see all of this stuff,
Yeah.
you know, and I start them slow here before we take them out to like the bigger ones.
Yeah.
You know, around what age you think is a good age to get them hands on?
As young as you want them. Yeah. I mean, I think the first set that my daughter was on, I think she must have been like 8. You know, she was just hanging out with me. She already knew what was up. She was like telling my actors to do push-ups and stuff like that.
Sick.
That's pretty funny. Yeah.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So any chance I've gotten to, I mean, if you look at one of my shorts, I have a short in there with my daughter when she was a little kid.
Oh, okay.
So I've always, encouraged them to be with me on set if you can,
Oh, that's hella dope, bro.
Yeah.
What's your role? Like, what are you like? Director, photographer, producer? How you feeling?
I'm a cinematographer or a director of photography, as well as a producer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So which one do you enjoy doing the most?
I mean, I enjoy both of them. Like, of course, handling the camera and being part of the camera, and that's my passion. Like, I love shooting. I love filming. You know, filmmaking and being on set and creating. Painting with the camera and like creating moods and all that. That's what I love to do.
That's hard.
But I also love producing. And sometimes I prefer producing because I have more control of like bringing whoever I feel that's gonna execute the job correctly.
Got you.
Sometimes that's not me, so I'm okay with taking that step back and saying, you know what, I'm not good for this project, but I'll produce it and I can bring whoever you're.
That's hella dope that you can recognize that though, because a lot of people roll around with egos. And be like, nah, this is my job. This is what I do. And don't try to tell me what to do type shit. I
mean, this industry is similar to sports, right? You have to be competitive, right? You want to be the best.
Definitely.
But I feel like, you can be the best, but you can be the best at being chocolate chip, right? Everybody likes different ice cream flavors, right? But they all have their favorite. So chocolate chip ain't busy trying to be vanilla. He's chocolate chip. You know what I mean? Or vice versa.
Exactly.
I look at it that way.
Okay.
There's not friendly competition is dope, right? But at what cost? I'm not trying to have it cost of anybody. If I'm not good for the project, then what role can I fit to facilitate your vision?
Hard. I like it, bro. Hell yeah, man. Let's check out some of the work you got.
All right, for sure.
Let's see what we got here. And then just kind of describe what we got going on.
Yeah. What are you going to show?
Let's see. What do we got? So let's start with this one.
All right.
So we got a little short going on right here, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. So my boy just did one with Lefty Gunplay. And it looked... To me, it looks similar. He said it was the same director, correct?
Yeah, same director. But it's a famous shot.
We got to get... Yeah, it is.
We call it the Joker shot.
Yeah.
That's
exactly. I see that. Because the way you guys rigged that one with Lefty, though, that was crazy.
We rigged it the same.
Same way?
Same way.
That was wild, bro.
Yeah. But I love that shot. The shot was originally longer. But we're trying to keep it underneath when you watch the actual movie,
Is this one little short from it, or is this a full
This is the trailer for it.
trailer?
Yeah,
Got you.
This is the Galif trailer, I think.
And you said it's a full movie?
No, it's a short.
It's a short?
Yeah, it's a 20-minute short.
Oh, okay.
Well, 19 some change. Like,
How long did it take to film all this?
we shot it in 3 days. No, excuse me, 2 days. But we prepped for almost 6 months.
Shit.
Yeah.
What took most of the time in prepping?
Rehearsal.
Rehearsal?
Yeah, a lot of like, I mean, I'll send you so you can take a look at it, but like this right here, it's an argument that husband and wife have.
Okay.
And we shot it so that it was almost like a one shot. So instead of having cuts and all this.
Yeah. So you had a camera on this side.
So
camera
we start the
side.
argument in the kitchen and we end it in the bedroom.
Got you.
That whole time is all, so it's like a 8-minute. Probably a little longer than that. I'm gonna say between 8 and 10.
Yeah,
minutes
them just going at
of
it.
Them just going at it, and we have to do that over and over and over.
Damn.
You know, to get it right.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that took it's draining for the actors
For
too,
sure.
You know,
For sure.
yeah.
It's funny.
So that took the longest to rehearse that, to make sure that, because we had it like a dance, right?
Yeah.
At this time, you're gonna be here, and I gotta be here,
Yep.
and so on.
Yep. Everybody got to be in their positions.
Yeah.
Dang, bro. Yeah, that's the hard part. I always wanted to be like on set, like seeing how shit like that is done, bro. Because it's just different, you know. And like you said, like the prepping of it is what takes a lot of its time.
The prepping, yeah, man. That's what people don't really understand, how much prep some of these projects take.
Yeah.
You know, in order for it to be right. And I mean, big movies prep for years just
For
to
sure.
be on set for
It's
a couple
prep and
months.
setup time, bro. That's
Yeah.
always the one. Because once we start shooting, everything runs pretty good, more or
Everything's
less.
going, yeah.
It's moving, you know.
Yeah.
It's just always like lighting. Do we want this? Do we want that? The aesthetic of everything.
You're right.
You know, and then how about like writers and stuff, like to write the dialogue?
So it was written by David Manzanellis with Four Ways. I believe maybe he took about a year. I'm not too sure.
Okay,
can't
because
remember
I know
right
that
now.
takes a minute.
It took him a minute to write it, and then
Yeah.
from there, from like writing it, there was rewrites, and we were rewriting it. They were, excuse me, not me.
Mm-hmm.
They were rewriting it all the way through till we were on set, just to make sure. You know, I mean, it happens. Sometimes
For sure.
you have to go by the script, and sometimes, you know, creatives like to just be fluid with that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that's always dope.
Because that's a lot of actors do that stuff too. So they see it and they'll be like,
Yeah.
however you could wing it and
It's-
freestyle it.
It's really a director's or creative choice, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because if James Cameron, if you listen to any like interviews with people that work with James Cameron,
Yeah.
he is by the book.
Oh, okay.
Like you have to read those lines.
Got you.
Who else is like that that I've heard? Christopher Nolan's like that.
Oh, okay.
Tarantino's like that. Like
yeah.
read what's on the page.
I heard Matthew McConaughey, I think, when he was in Dazed and Confused? The director, I don't know who directed that, but he was just like, there ain't no dialogue, man. Just come in here. You're a handsome man. You could do this. Just do your thing.
They took him off the street. That's why.
Yeah, they took him off the street,
Yeah,
bro. They
yeah.
met him at a bar. I think he used to work at a bar,
Uh-huh.
and then in New York or somewhere like
Yeah.
that. But they met him at a bar, and then he's like, "Man, you look like you got a face for a movie." Fucking pulled him in, and he's like, "There's no dialogue for you. You just
That's how it
say whatever
happens.
you say."
Yep.
And I was like, "Damn, that's right. That's more of like my way to just be like, you know, if you can play it, you can wing it, freestyle it, just take care of it, you know."
Yeah, for sure.
But like you said, there's also other people who are real sticklers about that shit to make sure everything's on point,
Everything's
which is
on point,
understandable.
yeah. They have a vision.
They have a vision.
And that vision is what fits. That decision is what fits their vision.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I dig it. So this next one right here, it's a video game, right?
Yeah, it's.
So what'd you do on this?
They're called the cinematics, right?
Okay.
So that when you're playing the game, when you get to a certain level, right?
Yeah.
They show you a little story.
Okay.
So I was the action camera operator and director of photography for this iteration of zombies for the new Call of Duty.
That's fire.
I know.
That's
man,
fire.
crazy.
How the
Bro, I still
fuck,
can't
bro?
believe it. You know?
We gonna talk about that next. I'm gonna
yeah.
keep that question in mind. But
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fire, bro. Like, how did?
bro.
Like, so wait, you film like? Cause this is all digital, no?
It's all animated, yeah. So
Yeah, it's all animated.
They record my movements, right? So like, you see how like the camera is moving like that?
Okay.
They're recording that. There's like bubbles all over my camera. Oh. I'm seeing the actors, but the actors are wearing suits, like bubble suits, you know, with the little with the little
Yeah,
markers.
yeah. You seen the little bubbles, the green screen type shit.
Yeah, and we're on a big stage, so and kudos to them, man, because they have to pretend like all this action is happening to them. And then
Wait, all these dudes right here got bubbles on them?
Yep.
Das.
And then they're not really kicking through doors. It's like basic apple boxes and
Yeah.
scaffolding and a bunch of other stuff that they rig up. The stunt team rigs up to make it as real as possible.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
And then we have a basis of like what kind of it's going to look like. You know, they try to prep us as much as possible. And then they say, hey, this is what specifically the director. He's really cool. He's a good friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that brought me onto the job.
Yeah.
Which kudos to him. Thankful to him
for sure.
But that's why it's important about having relationships in this business because I worked with him on a movie, and then 5 years later, he's calling me like, hey man, I know it's been a minute, but I got this project I think you would be perfect for.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
It's dope to keep good connections like that, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
All these angles right here too. You have a dolly and
none of the aerial stuff. Just the floor stuff. All the aerial stuff. That's all computer generated. Like that stuff. All of this I did.
Bro, that's super dope.
Yeah.
Is this your first project like this? Or you done this before?
No. This is my first mocap. It's called mocap.
Mocap?
Yeah, motion capture.
Oh, okay. Shit, my boy putting me up on game today. We gonna learn today. Value. If you catch any value, man, for sure, buy that subscribe.
Hell yeah.
For real. Support my boy right here, man. Really shit. That's hella dope, bro.
Yeah.
How can I say, how do you even get clients like this, bro? I mean, I know your boy, you guys were tight, kept that good relationship.
Yeah.
But you have a gang of shit. You have a lot of stuff. Like, do you have a big production team or do you have someone marketing it for you to get out there? Or is it an agency that you go through?
My marketing is myself.
Okay.
Like I said, just establishing relationships with people and keeping those relationships because you never know when you're gonna get a chance to work with them again. It's not about like we're gonna work today and then we're gonna work tomorrow. Yeah. We may work today, we may work a year from now, but as long as this business is super small.
Oh yeah.
People know each other and we're always in the same circles. So
for sure,
everybody has a specialty. Like sometimes I'm not available, they got somebody else to come in. So it's really for me. It's word of mouth. It's like I value myself as being a dope creative, a well-rounded creative, and I would hope that people see that. Yeah. So that's how I get to work.
That's how. Yeah.
I've had managers. I've had agents. Okay. Nobody's going to work harder than you are for yourself. So I feel like it's just better for me.
There you go.
It works better for me.
But these aren't small projects, bro. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you land those big projects? Like
I said, man,
it's just that
having like every project that I always had, I have known somebody and they'll be like, hey, man, I have this. Yeah. You're perfect for it.
That's hard.
Or
bro.
I have this and I'm going to refer you to it because you're perfect. So it's.
What do you prefer shooting on? What kind of cam?
I like the Alexa. That's my.
That's your go-to?
That's my go-to.
Got you. Yeah. You don't like Sony's?
Yeah. It's not that I don't like Sony's. I mean, they're tools. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's all preference.
Yeah. You like Harbor Freight or you like?
Yeah. Harbor Freight's got some great deals.
Yeah, they got some great deals. Yeah.
But Home Depot sometimes may have the quality.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
No, I dig it.
So it really varies on the project. Sometimes you can't afford certain things, so you have to work with what you got.
For sure.
Budget, very, very budget dependent.
Okay.
That I feel sometimes don't understand.
No, for sure. Do you own any cam or do you always just rent?
I don't own any big cameras. I own a couple of Sonys. Okay. I shoot photography on Canon. Okay. Strictly.
Yeah, because you do photography. Yeah.
I've used all sorts of cameras. Whether if I'm not shooting like large format, like on a Hasselblad or Phase 1 or something like that, I'm gonna stick to Canon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go for photography.
Gotcha. For film stuff, it's easy to shoot like on a Sony for smaller stuff. But if I have a choice, I'm gonna shoot on an Alexa.
You because you've been posting a lot of photography photos lately.
Yeah.
I think on your Instagram, right? Yeah. So
they're
that's
waves,
all
they
you, or is that all you, or that's your setting up lighting and taking the photos?
The photography?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all me.
Oh, sick, fool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look good. Editing
you,
too?
I don't edit like on Photoshop or anything like that. Sometimes like specific clients
Yeah.
that request it, blemishes and stuff like that, I'll remove. But
Okay.
I tend to just edit straight out of camera.
That shit look fire.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, really, bro. I was
appreciate
like,
that.
damn, this one does it all, man.
I try to
Man of many hats.
I try to be, well-rounded creative.
No, for sure. I'm trying to get like you, bro.
It just helps
know what
you
I mean?
with. Yeah, I mean, for me, it makes me understand.
Yeah.
Lighting. Photography helps me understand lighting. Helps me practice lighting.
Okay.
Helps me practice composition. So that's why I'm always shooting, and I'm grateful to have the clients that always come back to me. That's why I don't say no when the photography clients come.
Hard.
Unless I'm super busy. But it's good for me because again, it helps me stay fresh into the composition of a shot, the colors,
Gotcha.
the lighting.
Gotcha.
It keeps
And
me
all
fresh.
that coexists with video production, catching them angles and doing
For
all
sure.
that kind of stuff, lighting
Yeah.
and stuff.
So that maybe I'll be on set and be like, I remember, like, oh man, I had this angle that I did that maybe this will work for that.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
I did this angle when I was shooting. I wanted to try it on photography.
Fire. That's fire, bro. Hell yeah.
It
And
all
you've been
works
doing it
for
for a
this,
long
man.
time because you've been doing the magazine shit, right?
Yeah.
Since MySpace days.
Yep. Yep.
When did you realize that you had something like good right here? Like you felt like,
I mean, nothing's ever guaranteed. So
yeah.
I'm
Or
just-
when you had, I should say, when you had the gift, when you're like, damn, I'm good at this shit.
I mean, I don't really.
I know we could always get better, bro. I know
No, it's not
you
even
don't want to
that.
admit.
No,
but,
it's not even
yeah.
that. It's just I know I'm dope.
Yeah, you dope
But I know that I'm still learning.
for sure.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I
this
can't,
game don't stop.
yeah, it doesn't.
It
Like
doesn't.
I can always be better, right? Mm-hmm. But I know I'm fucking dope. I've been dope for years.
Yeah,
I look at my stuff, specifically my photography work when I first started, and it's trash. It's disgusting.
yeah,
It's like, what
Yep.
was that? I thought I was dope then.
yeah, exactly.
So it's a growth thing, you know.
For
what I mean?
sure.
Like I might feel like I'm dope now, and I may suck.
And then you look back 5-10 years later, like, damn, I sucked
Man,
right there.
but I'm even better today. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
So,
Yeah. That's funny. I told my boy the same thing. I'm like, man, I've been doing this for a minute, and there's always like little errors that I feel like I could have improved on.
Yeah.
You know, you always
I'm-
you always feel that type
I'm
of way
s-
though.
I know. Confidently, I know that I'm dope and I can deliver a job, and I have skills that some other people may have, but they don't. I call it extrapolation of technique. Right?
Okay.
I've taken different techniques from different creators, different inspirations.
Yeah.
And I've created them my own.
Do your own.
There's always room for improvement,
For sure.
and I'm always seeking that improvement.
Hey, and we just keep doing our thing, you know what I
Always
mean?
gotta keep on doing it.
Like when I realized, like for me, I had something is when I shot one of my boys' videos, and he was just like, "That shit's fire, this and that," right? And then I showed it around, and they were like, "Yo, this shit good,"
Yeah.
you know. And then you just get that depth. You're like, "Okay, maybe we got something right here." And then the researching, the investigating, you know what I mean? Looking
yeah.
diving deeper into it, and being like, "Yo, I think I could do this shit."
Yeah, I like
You know?
the compliments are great. I always pay attention to more of the critiques for me.
Yeah,
It's gotten to the point where I like to hear what did I do wrong or what sucked out of this,
Yep.
so that I can fix it or
Hey.
I can make it better.
that's funny you say that because I got to the point where that's what I ask. I say, "Hey, how can we make this better?"
Yeah,
And then those are the first things I want to hear.
yeah.
You know, but
I always want to try to make it better.
right.
Yeah.
What So what are some of your favorite productions? Give me like two that pop out to you.
I mean, my favorite ones are like the TV shows or the movies that I've done, just because they're longer. We've created some awesome bonds with crews and stuff like that. We did the closest one that I can like. That's the most memorable. We did 120 consecutive days shooting a
damn.
TV show. Yeah. And out of that, there's some of the same crew that's on there is still working with me today.
Sick.
That's been one of my favorites, man. That I've always trying to seek that
Damn.
to do that again, because
That's a long ass time, bro.
Yeah.
What episode? What series is that?
It's a Chinese TV show.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like
Squid Games?
Speed. No, it was like Speed meets Taken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was. I mean, we did some dope shit.
Yeah.
We shot in Vegas.
Some action type shit.
Yeah, we shot in Vegas on some of the hottest times of the year.
Damn.
So it was
Those
like
ones are
heavy.
tough.
It was tough,
Yeah.
heavy grunt work.
Yeah.
But for me, it made me realize what I can do and what my limits were.
Yeah.
It made me realize what I need to be learning, where I need to be. It made me realize who out of the people that I brought on, who can hack it, who can't.
That part.
It's just like sports, man. You know, it's like going to the field and playing a game.
Yep.
You know who's going to hit the runners or who's going to strike out or whatever.
Yeah, who's going to be on the team?
Whatever metaphor you want.
Yeah.
To use. You know what I mean?
Yeah, who's going to pull
really
their
in
weight?
it?
Who's going to be like? Who's really down with this shit?
Yeah, who's really in it for the win, right? But not for themselves, but for the team.
For sure.
Right? Because it is a team effort. I can't do it by myself.
Definitely.
And you know, it's like I've you know, because I watch a lot of podcasts and I like to, you know, I listen to people and
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes like people like to say that we're dropping dead weight and stuff like that, and that sounds a little selfish, right? Because
Who's dropping dead weight, like with the game?
no, just people, right?
Okay.
You know, people in general that you work with.
Okay.
Sometimes it's how can I explain? So if you're not of service to somebody, right? If
Oh,
they're
yeah,
not,
yeah, yeah,
If they're
I got
not, if that person is not benefiting you, then
Out.
right? But I feel like it should be the opposite. If I'm not serving some sort of purpose for you, then you're wasting your time.
That
right?
part.
Rather than the opposite.
That part.
Because again, like we're all here of service.
Yeah.
It shouldn't just be benefiting me.
No, yeah.
It should be benefiting all of us. So
Man.
I feel like that in business gets lost
True.
because you know maybe that person can be there for me and I
Yeah.
need to be there for them.
Hey, I like that. Hey, that's how you build a real team, bro.
Yeah.
Because I always tell the homies, I'm like, bro, if we all play our position and we all build for the same goal, we all going to get a ring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
like one person just don't get a ring. The damn kicker gets a ring, bro. And that fool's only out there, you know, so many times of the game.
Yeah.
He gets the same ring the quarterback gets.
Yeah.
You know, as long as he's down with it and putting in that work, then we're all going to be able to be successful.
Yeah.
So I totally dig that, bro. Have you seen that show, The From? Or From?
No.
Oh, bro, you got to check that shit out.
All right. I'll take a look at it.
It's like a zombie type shit. It's on
Okay.
MGM. Well, Prime has it, but you could check it out on
Yeah.
MGM.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to have to watch it.
Fire.
Okay.
And I'm not like super like TV type of guy,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, yo, this shit's fire.
All right. I'll have to watch it.
It's called From.
From.
Really, really good, bro.
Cool.
What other projects you got coming up next?
I mean,
If you, that
pre-production.
you could talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always working, bro.
Okay. No, I know that. I see
I'm in
it.
pre-production right now for a project that we're filming this coming up week. I got a couple of features that we're working on. Hopefully, we can shoot one of them this year. So it's just a constant hustle and bustle, bro. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Of trying to get my own projects picked up, but seeing who needs me, right, to either produce or shoot something for them.
Yeah.
So
Okay. How does that work? Like, I'm sure I'm interested. Other people are interested.
Yeah.
How does like the pay type of shit work? Do they send you contracts and be like, hey, you have so much, like this is our budget, or how does all that work when it comes to like these TV shows type shit?
I mean, sometimes, like, again, if I have nothing to do, if I'm just going there to shoot, then there's day rates, there's week rates.
Oh, okay.
That, you know, there are contracts, you know, if we're shooting for 5 days or we're shooting for 6 months, you know, there's certain agreements that go in place for that.
Okay.
When I'm producing, sometimes it helps, or sometimes they prefer for the clients to just send me the budget and then I can distribute and take care of it from there. Or sometimes they want to use their own company. So all I have to do is, hey, we need to cut this check or we need to send this money here, do that.
Oh, okay.
Money management. So that's
Gotcha.
basically what producing is hiring, firing, and money management.
That's what I was gonna say, because producing is just like dealing with all the shit, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
piecing it all together,
Piecing it all together.
making sure everybody's here on time and doing whatever
That's
you
why
gotta do.
like you watch movies, there's like fucking 10 producers because everybody has a specialty in something.
Yeah, because I seen a homie doing some producing stuff, and I'm like, man, what's the producer doing? When I first got into this shit, I'm just like, pretty much, he's just delegating everything.
Yeah. If the producer ain't doing shit on set, that means he did his job way before that.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay.
If everything's going smooth and he's chilling,
Yeah, he just backed y'all up, man.
Yep.
After the homies that ain't doing shit,
Yep.
he just backed y'all up. Oh man, bro. What can I say? What motivates you to keep on like doing what you do?
What motivates me, man? Just life in general, my family, the eagerness to be successful and to inspire. I think that's what keeps me going.
Hell yeah.
You know, I want people to watch this stuff. Not necessarily like watch me or listen to me talk or anything like that, but I want them to like something that I said maybe takes them to my work and watch that and be like, man, I can do that shit. I want to do that shit.
Yep.
That's what for me it keeps me going.
That's hard. And that's actually perfect reason why we started this podcast.
Yeah.
To inspire others to do their thing.
Inspire and entertain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, because there's a lot of podcasts, like you said, you watch podcasts and there's a lot of other ones out there doing their thing. But respectfully, like this one is here to motivate and inspire people who are interested in getting into production and bringing on people that you are doing it at a higher level. And they, you know, like I said, you inspire me to push forward. I'm sure there's thousands of people out there that do the same.
Yeah,
So-
man, and it's it's all steps, man. You know what I mean? Like I know where I want to be is not where I want to be, right? It's the same as like somebody else doesn't, you know, they want to be where I want to be.
For sure.
And I feel like that in itself in the business, the entertainment business, is sometimes misunderstood. It's almost misunderstood where it's like, I don't want them to take my job, right? Or I don't want to step on toes.
Yeah.
But I like I said, like I was mentioning, I structure everything on what I learned in the military, right? Somebody should know my job, and I should be teaching them my job just in case I can't be there, or I need somebody to back me up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you my job because
You're going to take it. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Now, there are opportunists, and that's going to happen,
Yep, for sure.
but that's just life.
But I feel like if you're good at your job and you ain't got to worry about that, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's going to come back around.
Exactly.
You know?
If you're if you're good at your job, then you're fine. Why even worry about that kind of stuff?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I believe you called me on one that I couldn't do because I was booked.
Yeah.
But I was trying to contact you with another boy because he's good at what he does and I trust him. And I'm not here to be like, nah, that job's only for me.
Yeah.
We could all eat.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I
Sometimes
mean?
we can't get Ben and Jerry because Ben and Jerry's booked.
He's Ben and Jerry's book, bro. I'll be the Ben, you be the Jerry.
Yeah.
That's right. Hell yeah. What kind of advice would you give these people coming up?
Keep on going, man. There's so many people that I've seen that they start this and it gets too hard and then they quit, you know?
Hell yeah.
Which, you know, some people will be like, oh, well, good. More room for me, which is dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
It dilutes the competition, but at the same time, like if you're really passionate about this, you're gonna keep going,
That
and
part.
you're gonna see your growth.
That part. No matter how old you get,
Keep
you
doing it.
just keep going.
Have you seen Clint Eastwood on set?
Yeah.
This man is 92 years old.
Yeah.
And still
I've
on
seen him
set,
on
bro.
movies, but not on set.
No,
but-
he directs.
Oh,
He's
okay.
directed, you know,
Yeah.
the past 10 movies that he's been in.
Yeah.
This guy's a beast, bro. I want to be 90 and still on set. Bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Because he
That's
got
what-
love and a passion
He's
for
got the
this
love
shit.
and passion for it. It's
Yeah.
not just about collecting a check.
Exactly.
Yes, I do want to get paid.
Yeah.
Because I got bills to pay.
Definitely.
But if we're not having fun doing this, if we're not being creative, then what the hell are we doing it for?
That part. Because there's a lot of other things you could be doing when you're not happy about it and you're making good money.
Yeah. But again, you know, don't get taken advantage of either.
For sure.
'cause there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially in this
people
game.
don't want to fork up the money, knowing that they have the money. But it's just a game. It's how you play your cards, right?
So you're past this level, but what do you feel about like these younger cats doing some free work type of thing? How long do you think until they feel like they should?
I mean, I can't say because I did that too. Like I'll shoot the
We
shit
all
for
have.
free, you know.
Yeah.
It's not a good business model. You know what I mean? Because after a while, you're just busy for what? You're paying to work.
Yeah.
It's good to get your feet wet, you know. But after a while, even if you're charging $100, it's going to cover your gas. It's going to cover your food. Something to keep you going for the next one.
Yeah.
And then you start raising it. And then you know what I've heard a lot? It's like, oh, well, if because I always tell homies and stuff like that, they're like, man, I'm overworked. I'm doing this too much. And I'm like, all you have to do is just raise your prices.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, oh, but I don't want to lose
The opportunity.
my clientele. If you raise your prices and they're still fucking with you, then that's the clientele you want to keep.
That part.
The ones that fall off
Yep.
are just not in your bracket anymore. Mm-hmm. So you may lose those clients, but you're going to gain other ones by creating better quality work.
Exactly.
With more budget.
Yep.
Which it's just, bro.
You set a standard.
You're setting a standard, right? It's business 101. It's like for anything. You want to go get a car?
Yeah.
Do you want the base model or do you want the souped up model?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You want to go to 21 flavors? Do you want chocolate chip with
back,
everything on
hey,
it?
Can we get this man some ice cream?
Going back
we got
to
ice cream.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right about that because, you know.
Or you know what, for music people, I always put it the way when you produce a song or an album, right? You have your good engineers, you got your bad engineers, you got your producers, your mixers.
But these bigger artists, and like, well, I'm going to use artists, for example. They always feel like they're doing you a favor.
Well, that's great.
Right? When you're coming up.
That's
so
the thing,
it's
though.
like, oh, I'm going to swerve this guy that's charging this, and I'll get the little homie to come out here and shoot it.
That's fine.
You know?
Have your little homie come and do it.
Yeah.
Right? Because loyalty goes both ways.
Part.
I got you if you got me.
Yeah.
If you cannot value what I'm doing for you.
That's the business you don't want.
Yeah, I don't. Why?
That part.
I'm just waste. Now, if you're taking
it took me a
some
while to
sort
learn
of
that one.
value out of that, if that's helping you, then that's your decision.
Yeah.
To take that sacrifice. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to deal with it.
Yeah.
Right. To get what I want to get to. Right.
That's true.
But that also falls into the opportunist side, right? So it's a very thin line.
Yes.
That you have to. I mean, it all falls in what your values are, your ethics, your state of mind.
That's
a
true
lot of
too.
that people don't really think about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got to feed my family, right? I'm not doing shit for $200.
Yeah.
I want to get paid for. Mm-hmm. If you can't pay me for, it's my decision to stay hungry, to not pay my bills. But I have principle that I'm gonna get. I have principle that this is what I charge.
Yeah.
So that I can get those higher clientels.
Exactly.
It's a sacrifice. We all got to do it.
It's true. And your no game got to be strong. You got to have that no game because I told the homies too, I'm like, man, my no game got to be stronger this year because I told them that last year because it's like I'm always yes, right? I see opportunity. I'm trying to make it work. But like you said, you're spending so much time on something. It's like, what are you taking away from?
But but it also leaves an opportunity too. Yeah. Because like, let's just say if somebody gets to me and be like, you know what? I can't really do that, but I have a friend of mine that you can vouch for, right? Yeah. That's not going to hurt you because you're referring to them. Exactly. And you hook up your homie that's maybe starting or that fits that price
criteria,
bracket. So you don't lose face with your artist or your client. True. And you're hooking up your homie.
Exactly. And then the homie will eventually coming back around because you kept that good relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. Yeah.
Man,
I appreciate you, bro.
Of course.
Hell yeah, man. Kicking some real game right here, man. Echosworld, bro.
I appreciate that.
Where can the people catch you at?
You can catch me at Echosworld. It's all one word. Don't space it out. There's no apostrophes. There's no hyphens. Just all one word. Echosworld. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, X, everywhere.
Everywhere. Vimeo or what is it called?
Vimeo, YouTube.
Vimeo.
Yeah. If you want to check out my plethora of work, just go to YouTube, echosworld.tv. Okay. It'll take you to my YouTube channel. I got everything on there, all of our work.
Fire, bro. And this is just a little piece of it, man. My boy's got a gang of stuff, man. Like, he's on another level, man. You know what I mean? I'm going to be like that one day. I really appreciate you, bro, coming out, man, taking the time.
I appreciate it,
bro. Honestly.
Thank you, brother.
Yep. So this is another one, man. Direct Shooters, man. If you like it, subscribe, like, comment, share it up, man. And we out. Peace.
You are now tuned in to Direct Shooters, the newest podcast out. Hey, yo, shoot that shit.